Don't let your kids watch it!
Welcome everyone to the UndercoverBrony Reviews. The episode reviewed today will be Growing Pains, written by Julia Prescott. What's up everybody? It's your boy, John from the UndercoverBrony. And with me
it's
today...
your boy, John, from that John Lusk.
Yes!
Match your intensity.
This show's here, let's fucking go!
Thank you for inviting me after such a long time after doing the last episode, which was episode 1.
Right?
It was so long ago, but I happen to wear the same shirt.
Yeah, and I happen to wear the same shirt.
That's such a great idea.
I know, right?
It's almost like we just finished recording episode 1.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, anyway, I've got a new beer. It's another appropriate beer. I'm still using the spooky glass.
Yep.
It's October month.
Yep.
But this one is the head of the horseman. Horseman. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So it's an imperial pumpkin beer. So this might actually put me down for the count for the episode 3. That we're not filming a third episode.
Yeah.
Tonight.
No, not at all. Anyway. So episode 2. So this entire episode is literally about the Earth Pony magic going out of control, and Sprout's a fucking Super Saiyan. Like what? Yeah. The whole thing is about where Hitch is going around doing his morning rounds. Yep. Earth Pony magic keeps going amok.
So yes, he's going around doing his morning rounds. And, like, he gets to some door, and the girl's like, I'm sorry, Hitch. I was trying to open this door for you, but accidentally activated some sort of GameLoft app code that blocks you from proceeding further until you spend enough coins.
No, she's an EA executive.
Signs on the door.
Yeah.
That's like a thing in that app, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's been a long time
She's
since
an EA executive, and she's like, in order to access the sheriff's station, you need to pay $5. But he's going down. The next thing he sees is literally the pipsqueaks, and they're just sitting there in this tree. He gets them down, and then he's just like, what were you doing down there? That's weird. And they're just like, you don't want us using magic? And he's like, I never said that. And they immediately go to the other extreme. This pissed me off. Literally, all 3 of them at once are just like, everyone can use all the magic they want, as much as they want. I'm like...
Did you say they went to an extreme?
Yes.
Welcome to America today.
The polarization is real.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a Midwesterner and someone from the East Coast, okay? And...
so, buy some apples.
What?
I just bit my tongue. It's not bleeding, right?
No. Nope. I just got a close-up of his tongue, ladies and gentlemen.
He paid on my OnlyFans, so I had to. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I'll set it up if you guys will subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. I need money.
I do like that it looks like Sprout is performing some sort of like community service sentence for his actions as a fucking dictator.
Yeah.
You know, he was sweeping that area. And then he's like, my magic's really powerful. And they're just like, Sprout, unless it involves cleaning, no. So then he taps his hoof a couple times. And then this giant berry vine pops up. So apparently Sprout... apparently Sprout is literally Super Saiyan. One of them comes down, and he's running away. He climbs up one of the buildings like a guy from Assassin's Creed. And the thing rolls immediately down to Hitch. And it's just like, what the hell?
He's like... I guess like the berry like explodes on him or something, right? And he's like, fruit juice fun can stain your mane for weeks. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, fruits smell disgusting. Yeah. Literally everyone knows that. I'm like, what? What are you complaining about? Fucking fruit smells good. Like, let's be real here.
So he's like, I want to figure this out. He bans magic. He's like, I have a support announcement. From until I know how to contain it, you're going to not use magic. And he keeps getting these stickers, kind of like Sonny had in the movie, and it's literally like the no magic zone.
Yeah.
And the B plot to this episode is where Izzy decides to watch Sparky.
Yeah.
And I have to say, this was like both extremes of parenting. Completely. Like, literally, there's a video that Izzy comes across, and it's like, don't let him nap before eating. Don't let him eat before napping. All this other stuff. And
when
then
did he have time to produce this video?
And then
it looks like a lot of time went into that video.
Yeah. And then Izzy is just like, no, express yourself to the extreme. Run amok. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Hasbro, writers, I hope that the parents watching have enough sense to tell their kids that this isn't good. That literally this needs to be like a mixture of the two, where there needs to be boundaries with the expression. You know what I mean? Because like the middle ground between the two extremes are good, but the two extremes that they were putting through, nah, no. Just no. But it's interesting because Hitch is like, I don't know if I'm going to be a good sheriff because I can't figure this out. And Sonny has to say, you're still a great sheriff, even though you don't understand this, because this is new to everyone. And it's the sort of thing where, like, he's apparently a control freak in some aspects. Maybe that's why he became sheriff.
I don't remember if, I was, like, when that scene happened, I was trying to remember if he was like that in the movie.
He was not really.
Or if that was, like, the Sprout thing.
That was more the Sprout thing.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe I misremembered this and he was like this, but yeah, that sucks that they like denigrated his character that way.
Yeah.
So as I think you know, but maybe you don't, I stopped watching movie trailers passively sometime around episode 2 and actively sometime following Die Hard 4 because they just give away too much shit today. Like I don't watch trailers. Like, I used to watch trailers because they make you excited for something, but they, like, put all the good scenes in trailers, and I'm, like, sick of going to watch the movie and be like, oh, I remember that from the trailer. If I know I'm going to see a movie already, like, any Marvel movie, any Star Wars movie, I'm going to go see anyway. So, like, I'll, like, tune out during the trailer, like avert my eyes, and then be, like, super surprised at, like, all this stuff when I go to the movies. So, like, for instance, for this, I didn't watch the trailer for this. I know you did a video on it. I really wanted to watch it because you did a video, but I knew it was a trailer for this and it might spoil stuff. I had absolutely no idea about the Twilight thing. But it's in the trailer, right?
It's like right at the end.
Yeah. So, like, I had been assuming that G4 is dead to Hasbro. That, like, after, like, the movie, they were like, we're rebooting. We don't want these fucking bronies.
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
Like the bronies ruin fucking everything. We just gotta move on.
I don't know if maybe Hasbro heard the bronies and decided to pander again. Maybe their sales or viewership haven't been good enough, so they decided to dip back into the well with some assured fan service or something. Whatever the reason, you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. If I moved 2 feet or 2 inches this way since the last cut, it's because I tasted magic.
Yes.
Was that in this episode? Whatever.
Yeah.
You should have watched the first episode.
Yes.
Go back and watch the first episode. You'll understand.
It's a longer one, but you'll like it. So, knowing what I did from the trailer, I'm like, okay, Twilight's coming back. That's interesting.
That was awesome.
And then we get like this gigantic lore dump about how Opaline caused such chaos that Twilight had to take all of Equestria's magic and put it in these crystals. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, whoa, what happened here?
Yeah, it raises a bunch of interesting questions that I'm curious to see answers to. That said, Opaline doesn't seem that smart.
No, she doesn't. She seems like she's in a very weakened state, though.
That's fair. By the way, is that Tara Strong, or is that somebody doing a Tara Strong impersonation?
It sounded like Tara Strong to me.
I kind of thought so, but Donna happened to be watching that part with me, and I tried doing like a curse because she was like, "Was that Tara Strong?" I'm like, "I don't know. It sounds kind of like her." I tried doing a cursory Google search on my phone and couldn't really find anything, which is kind of weird. Like nobody's credited on IMDb as Twilight in this at all.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird, right?
If it is an impersonation, it's a damn good one.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of voice actors that are really talented out there, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The fact that they're all just stunned that it's like, Twilight Sparkle, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, holy shit. There's connections back to G4. All right. Good.
By the way, I'm sure Netflix has analytics like most rewound moments. Normally, I'm sure it's like X character takes their top off. But I feel like the Brony fandom instantly made this moment top the charts. And Ted Sarandos or whoever at Netflix is probably like, wait, did an animator sneak a nip slip into a kid's show again? I rewound this scene like at least 2 or 3 times to rewatch this because I was like, the first time I was like caught off guard because I was like kind of like tuning out a little bit, and then Donna was talking to me and I was like, I gotta run it back and see what she said, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna overanalyze this, and then like today when I was like gonna watch episode 3, I'm like, I want to go watch that scene again, so that's why I'm like, I think this has to be like most rewound moments or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely. I did you rewatch it?
I did. I thought like I was just kind of going over and over in my head the lore dump, and I'm just like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I still need to read the comics because I know Discord is in those.
Yeah, shit.
So I'm like, holy shit, let's do that. But
so does Discord exist in this universe?
In the comics, I guess he does.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You think Delancey will come back?
I have no idea if he will or not. But that would be dope as shit if he did.
I will say, having seen Delancey at like multiple conventions, it all comes down to he doesn't care about the show, but he loves cash.
Yeah.
No, I love him though, but like I wouldn't blame him. Tabitha St. Germain like seems to like really like the show. She writes fan fiction. But like when people ask him questions about the character, he basically turns it around like, "What would you do?" or whatever. Like, "What would you say Discord would like in that situation?" Like, I love him, but yeah, he definitely he's doing it as a role.
Yeah.
But that means he'd come back as long as Netflix has those dollar signs.
Yep.
He's probably not that expensive either.
No, probably not. But yeah, it was definitely interesting getting that lore dump, and then going right back to G5, and it's like, okay, that one scene, you have my attention. And then it just goes back to the regular episode, and I'm just like, fuck. You know?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's absolutely how I felt.
Yeah.
But that's because we're like G4 nerds. I mean,
yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
All right, so after that, you've got Misty and Opaline, and they're like kind of like witnessing things, I guess, or whatever, right? I love that, like... Opaline says, "Pooftastic is not a word, and I refuse to acknowledge it." And I was like, thank you. All this time, I thought this was like standard type of dialogue in universe, but because some pony or someone brought attention to it, it makes it feel more like Smurf language. Like, it'd be real Smurfy of you if you left this part in, John.
Yeah.
Smurferific.
Yeah.
Smurf! Like everybody in the house right now is like, what the fuck is he yelling about Smurfs up there for? And
then it's reminding me of when you were saying the Smurfs thing, it was reminding me of Pitch Perfect 3, Everyone just goes Aka something where someone literally goes Aka excuse me? Like what the hell?
I'm thinking that Misty might weirdly be a top tier character for me.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah.
it's not that weird because you said that it's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves Misty. Everyone.
I do too. I'm definitely Team Misty. Team Ash? Team
Yeah.
Misty? Team Pokemon!
Yes.
But yeah, that awkward exchange with the evil laugh thing went really far with me in my style of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's almost like a callback or reference to Austin Powers.
Yep.
But I think it's just enough its own to be, well, its own.
Yeah.
So it's also funny because on the second attempt, she's nearly as awkward as the first, which is even funnier to me. So she's kind of like a not as dumb and also pony version of Pinky from Pinky and the Brain in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the vibe a little bit there, but I love it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
And I love at the end of the first laugh. At the end of the first laugh, you just have Misty right at the end just go, huh.
Yeah, I love
really
that.
Cute.
Yeah, I love that awkwardness. She's so great. Yeah, definitely top tier.
So I really do love the ending right here where, Hitch finally embraces the magic and all of them, there's another berry that starts coming down and they all touch hooves. So it's like, put your hooves together.
It's like a larger berry, right?
Yeah, it's an even larger berry.
Yeah.
But it's like, put your hooves together. We can combine our magical power or whatever. And so then they shoot up this giant fucking tree right in the middle.
A weird shot of all their butts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like close-in.
I watch it for the plot. But yeah, they literally have it where they summon this giant tree. The berry still collides with it and covers all of them. And
Except the kids.
Except the kids. Because the kids are still little shits. And then nothing is being done about them. I hate it. But continuing on. Then you have them getting covered still. And they're just like, we're a friendship smoothie, blah, blah, blah. And then right at the very end, right before the episode ends, there's a little moment that I actually like with Sparky, where he gets brought up to the tree, and he kind of starts cooing along with, like cooing on the tree, and I'm just like,
that's illegal. In public? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. No.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You should absolutely leave that in.
But yeah, he's just sitting there kind of cooing on the tree. And you kind of see his horns kind of flash a little bit. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting. Wonder what's going to happen about that.
I had a note here related. Not just to that, but just to him in general. And I'm like, again, Sparky McSparkerson or Stitch or whatever the fuck Stitch is called. It's called he's an abomination.
Yes.
Not only does he have reality warping powers, but they're also uncontrollable and unpredictable in a way that one weird acid reflux burp at the wrong time and you're insta dead, or all the Earth's surface is suddenly razor blades, or you're turning that fucking space fetus from 2001: A Space Odyssey, or worse, suddenly you're a Tom Brady fan. I feel like after this episode, I think this show has promise. Not just because the Twilight thing. I mean, that definitely helps. I think, maybe. But it feels like a weirdly like a different vibe from the movie and the previous special. Like, I don't know, is this retroactively a pilot for that? I mean, was that special retroactively a pilot for this show now? I'm not really sure how that works.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure either.
Netflix system.
So what would you rate this? On a scale of 1 to 10. Yes.
I think I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Like, let me think about this. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think I would give this a 7.
Okay.
I'd give this I think.
Yeah,
definitely a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Okay.
I feel like a 7.
I would actually agree with you. I would say a 7 as well. It was better than the last episode.
Definitely.
A little bit more to talk about, a little bit more of lore. And it overall just, there was some good stuff to it.
I will say I have less crazy notes because it was actually pretty good
Mm-hmm.
compared to what we've been watching.
Yep. So until next time, that's it from me, John.
And that is it from me, John.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Have a good night, everybody.